on this old train line, I'ma get it done. Now I got the party jumping like it's double dutch. Then we spun the block, came back, double up like, ooh, I got her. Yeah, met her uptown, but she from the borough. Better known as the boogie down. All sucky sucky now. Get up out the kitchen, man, I'm cooking now.
Today, from Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions.
Historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Green Bay Packers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So here comes the Packers offense now onto the field. And a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. You talk about this Lions defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
13 yards, first down, Packers. Play action. Bass. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Bass. He finds Rivera. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Up the middle they go. Start. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Bass. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Hands it off out of the gun.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Second and 6 from the 10.
Looking to throw. Bass. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Packers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a Packers touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their 3rd-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The numbers for him from a week ago, 18 carries, 125 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync, and that bodes well this late in the season.
Now he's free at the 35. He may go.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A big play there.
With his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Riley Patterson now for the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go. Back to throw. Bass. And hauled in here by Rivera. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. 52 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And a pretty good run there in the end to top it off. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge it. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The Packers offense set to go. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
When they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football, I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Start. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A great play there. 64 yards. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the finishing touch was that nice long run into the end zone.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Lions offense set to take over.
And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
These two teams, they met at Ford Field earlier this season with the Lions winning that ball game. So a victory here in Lambeau would give them a sweep of the season series. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 82 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yep, the lanes are there. Go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jamison Williams.
38 yards.
And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And we are tied at 21. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he returns this to the 22. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. You talk about this Lions defense.
Into this game, they're ranked number 22 in the NFL against the pass, Charles.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's the conundrum.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. These two teams all tied after one. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Well, 2 snaps ago, I don't think anyone thought a safety was on the table, yet it happened. They caught him on back-to-back plays breaking through the line. No amount of evading was going to save him from a sack on either play. And on the last one, he ran too deep into the end zone to set up the safety.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Take it in at the 22.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
On first down, Barnett.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Jennings. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They'll run on first down. It's Barnett, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On second down now, Griggs, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 40 yards rushing for him now to this point. Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on second and inches. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Up the middle they go. Stark. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I would think as a play caller, you want to look for some quick hitters to your tight end. Any type of a route to replace where that linebacker was. Because when you saw the speed with which he reacted and stuffed that play, maybe use that speed against him in the future.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Pulled in at the 24.
The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return.
And the Lions will take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Now that's a run that warms a play caller's heart because you're actually set up to do whatever you want on offense. You can come right back and run essentially the same play because you have momentum. Or you can fake that running play and throw something deep over the top. Or you now feel like you have an extra down to play with. Because if you go ahead and just throw it and you don't get it, come back and try and pick it up on third down.
First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Back to throw. Jennings escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On first down, it's Barnett. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
And with that run, he's already at 100 yards here before halftime. So if he sees the same kind of action in the second half, he could be on his way to a career game.
Here's a second and 5.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. On second down, it's Barnett. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, that makes them block just a little bit harder.
They'll run on first down. Griggs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 9, second and 5.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And they are able to add on to their advantage. On 3rd down and short and everything well executed, he not only gets the first down, Charles, he gets the touchdown as well.
And you see the defense commit to the run so often in these situations, but there's always that little bit of hesitancy, isn't there, partner? Thinking that they may play action you. They took advantage of that hesitancy and found their way into the end zone with a running play.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Packers ready to take over offensively. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Bass. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. High throw, but the catch is made. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Throwing on first down. Bass. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 25-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Back to throw. Bass. He finds his man. Complete. That's Rivera. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bass. And that one too wide and incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They haven't been able to stop them so far this series, but getting a nice little stand from their defense now.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Bass. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will cut the lead down to 13. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. The weather might be cold, but the playoff races are heating up here on this final Sunday before Christmas. So let's get to it. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. And it's the Eagles who are out in front. Devontae Smith, a touchdown reception. From there, we'll make the trip down to Indianapolis to check on the Colts at home at Lucas Oil Stadium. And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And it was the visiting Chicago Bears who come away with the victory. 33-27 was the final.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the third. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead. Now a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too.
Looking to throw on second down. Jennings. And a quick throw here that's complete. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Griggs. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, if you like the guys who run the ball, you're enjoying watching this. But the other guys, especially the defense coordinator, trying to figure out an answer on how to slow down the running game, I think maybe starts to call more blitzes, because you can call run blitzes in order to try and get more people to the point of attack.
2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Up the middle they go. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a... And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they... So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. operating from the gun. Jennings. Over the middle, it's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Strickland. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now they'll change things up. To throw on 2nd down. Jennings. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st down, it's Strickland. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7. Up the middle they go. Griggs. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Barnett. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3. Hands it off out of the gun. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. There'll be some contact going on.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 13 yards, first down, Packers.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st and 10, Bass. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Bass. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly.
A very good punt, but a 16-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Detroit's offense ready to take over.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Now a give right side. Griggs. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
83 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle they go. It's Barnett. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard.
Up the middle here, it's Lewis. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. On 3rd down, Griggs. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Operating from the gun, Jennings. It's Williams on the catch. And in for the Lions, touchdown. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now come the Packers for their next drive as we take a look at the playoff race in the NFC coming into the weekend.
Well, with 3 weeks left, they are in one of those 3 wildcard spots, Charles, but that spot is not clinched, and there's not a ton of breathing room for them, so the bottom line, they just need to focus on winning right now.
Yeah, they totally have their eyes open, don't they? They know they've got teams trying to run them down. They can hear their footsteps. The question coaches ask guys in the locker room, do you have another gear left to pull away and lock in that playoff spot? If so, let's hit it. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Back to throw. Bass. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A beautiful fake. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Bass. He finds Douglas, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Right here. Mike, 54. Mike, 60 Eagles.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Nothing flashy there. The slant to the slot.
Oh, and the frustration for the defensive guys, because it's a quick play. And you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch. And then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
Throwing on first down. Bass. Completes it to Douglas. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. On first and 10, Bass. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Now a handoff up the middle. Stark, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up first and goal. Operating from the gun, Bass.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And down here, first and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 19-point ball game. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about to run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Up the middle they go. Strickland. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Taken down, but he does have first down yardage. You give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 6.
Keep it on the ground. It's Barnett, and he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 29. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now a handoff up the middle. Griggs. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Barnett, and he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Second down and a yard. On the give, this is their fullback. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Lions, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a tough blow to their playoff aspirations as they drop to 9-6, and they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.